to pick up a movie from Blockbuster.
Okay, safely.
Now Blockbuster is as close as your mailbox. Introducing Blockbuster Online. Choose your movies online, receive and return them by mail. Enjoy unlimited rentals and keep them as long as you want. Plus, get 2 free in-store rentals every month, all for just $14.99. Sign up now for a free 2-week trial at Blockbuster.com.
When you've been recognized by J.D. Power and Associates as the most dependable heavy-duty full-size pickup truck, there's no need to be bashful. GMC Sierra, professional-grade engineering. It's not more than you need, just more than you're used to.
Bye. See you tonight.
Love you.
Love you too. Okay, that's my foot.
I say from Agent LaDonna Young Hansen, this is a true story.
We didn't know what kind of claim it was, because was it going to be an auto claim or a homeowner's claim?
Since we take care of all their insurance needs, it was easy to figure out.
And she handled all the paperwork.
In minutes.
She made the process totally painless.
Well, not totally. I mean,
Okay.
Nobody takes care of you like State Farm. Trust us with your insurance needs, and we'll save you some money, too. Call an agent today.
Like a good neighbor.
State Farm is there.
Get lost. Yeah, go away.
Your dad got your favorite.
He looks hungry.
The new hot, fresh toasted subs are here. Like the Chicken Bacon Ranch. Toasted hot inside and out. Subway. Eat fresh.
The Blockbuster Super Bowl pregame show is brought to you by Subway.
Well, the countdown to kickoff is underway. In just a little while, the Philadelphia Eagles will take on the New England Patriots in the much-anticipated Super Bowl 39. However, folks, some things indeed are more important than football. Back on December 20th, the most powerful earthquake in 40 years caused a devastating tsunami that ripped through southern Asia. 13 countries were hit. More than 300,000 people were killed or are missing. Many of them were children. 5 million were left homeless. Americans reacted as you would expect and donated money, food, and medical supplies. The NFL and its players contributed more than $4 million towards tsunami relief, and all told, Americans have given more than $500 million. President George W. Bush put 2 men in charge of heading up the nationwide tsunami relief effort, former President George Herbert Walker Bush and former President Bill Clinton. And indeed, it is awfully nice to see 2 men from different political viewpoints unite for a greater cause, and it's an honor and a pleasure to have you here with us today. Tell us how it's gone, sir.
James, thank you. We view this as very important work. We support the National Football League and what they've done, over $4 million, and that includes some of the players, and they're going to do more. And people are responding, and this does transcend politics. This is more important than politics, about saving lives, and I'm enjoying very much working with President Clinton.
President Clinton, your thoughts?
Well, James, I think we're doing some good. The American people have given hundreds of millions of dollars. About a third of American households have contributed, over half of them on the internet. And what we're trying to do is to make sure that we raise as much as we can and see that it's well spent. We're about to go to Asia together. We want to make a report to the American people, but this is something that affects the whole world and the stability of our children's future, too. We're proud to be working on it.
I know that this past week you were named the UN envoy for a tsunami reconstruction, if you will. What are your immediate plans? What needs to be done?
Well, first, I'm going to start on March 1st after we finish our trip and make our report to President Bush and to the American people. They actually want me to do that for the next 2 years to make sure that the next phase, the long-term reconstruction, is also completed. The governments of the world will have to do most of that. About $12 billion worth of damage, about $6 billion has been committed. They want me to go hit on these governments for the rest of the money.
You could do
and
it.
And also to make sure that the countries able to spend the money wisely and that we prevent future disasters when we can. So that's what I'm going to do.
All right, while we have you both here, and by the way, this is such an honor for all of us to have these two former presidents here. Thank you so much for your time. We've got a football game now.
Oh, really? We want to watch the ball game, too.
Before I let you get out of here, we need predictions. We went out on the American limb, President Bush. Your prediction to the American public out there about who you think will win this game.
Clear Patriots by Patriots 14. Patriots are going to win it by 14 points.
14 points.
Yeah.
President Clinton.
You know, it's hard for me because both those towns voted for me twice.
You sound like... Well, you know what? No.
I'll tell you what I think.
Okay.
I think the odds makers have got it too wide if the Eagles' defense has improved as much as I think it has, and I think it'll be the whole game. If they can play defense today, you're going to have a great ball game.
Don't go anywhere.
The president's prediction will be right.
Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Neither of you. I need to have you guys listen to this as well. Whether aiding our neighbors or fighting for freedom, the American people, as both have indicated, have had a long history of meeting great challenges. That began on July 4th, 1776, with the signing of the Declaration of Independence. What was written so eloquently by Thompson and our founding fathers should never, ever be taken for granted. In fact, that document is more than a declaration. It is the cornerstone of our American civilization.
Neither aiming at originality of principle or sentiment, nor yet copied from any particular previous writing, it wasn't to be an expression of the American mind, and to give to that expression the proper tone and spirit called for the occasion.
We are in the very midst of revolution, the most complete, unexpected, and remarkable of any in the history of the world.
Every post and every day rolls in upon us independence like a torrent.
Our obligations to our country never cease, but our lives.
We must all hang together, or most assuredly we shall all hang separately.
Wise if we hesitate. For God's sake, let us come to the final separation. The birthday of the new world is at hand.
The tree of liberty is watered with the blood of patriots and tyrants both.
When in the course of events it becomes necessary for one people to dissolve the political bands which have connected them with another,
and to assume among the powers of the earth the separate and equal station to which laws of nature and of nature's God entitle them.
A decent respect to the opinions of mankind requires that they should declare the causes which impel them to the separation.
We hold these truths to be self-evident.
That all men
are created equal.
That they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights.
Among these are life,
liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
That to secure these, governments are instituted among men, deriving their just powers from the consent of the governed.
That whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends,
it is the right of the people to alter or to abolish it and to institute new government.
Laying its foundation on such principles and organizing its powers in such form.
As to them shall seem most likely to affect their safety and happiness.
Prudence indeed will dictate that government long established should not be changed for light and transient causes. And accordingly, all experience has shown that mankind are more disposed to suffer while evils are sufferable.
than to right themselves by abolishing the forms to which they are accustomed.
But when a long train of abuses and usurpation, pursuing invariably the same object, evinces a design to reduce them under absolute despotism,
it is their right, it is their duty to throw off such government and to provide new guards for their future security.
Such has been the patient sufferance of these colonies.
And such now the necessity which constrains them to alter their former systems of government.
We, therefore, the representatives of the United States of America,
in General Congress, assembled,
appealing to the Supreme Judge of the world for the rectitude of our intentions, do in the name and by the authority of the good people of these colonies,
solemnly publish and declare
that these united colonies are, and of right ought to be, free and independent states.
that they are absolved from the allegiance to the British Crown,
that all political connections between them and the state of Great Britain
is and ought to be totally dissolved.
And as free and independent states, they have full power to levy war, conclude peace, contract alliances, establish commerce.
And to do all other acts and things which independent states may of right do.
And for the support of this declaration,
with a firm reliance on the protection of divine providence,
We mutually pledge to each other our lives,
our fortunes,
and our sacred honor.
Why so large, Mr. Hancock?
so that Fat George can read it all the way from London without using his spectacles.
On this day, we light a great torch of freedom.
Huzzah!
Our citizenship in the United States is our national character. Our citizenship in any particular state is only our local distinction.
By the latter, we are known at home. By the former, to the world. Our great title is American.
You know what? That is moving every time I see it, and I know the words are sincere. You were the youngest Navy pilot when you received your wings in World War II. 58 combat missions. Starting first with you, a message to our troops who are watching around the world, please.
Well, all I would say is I don't normally speak for the President of the United States, but I confidently speak for President Clinton and myself and the President when I say God bless those men and women in uniform that are serving our country with such honor, fighting for freedom.
Well, first of all, I would like to say how grateful I am to President Bush and Bob and all the people that saved our country in World War II and gave us a chance to live the last half century. But if you look at the people making this comment, you see how far America has come. And that's what I'd like for people to believe. When they get down on us or they think there's a problem or our election doesn't go the way they like, just remember, when we started as a country, only white male property owners could vote. We have come a very long way on the basic principles of the Declaration of Independence, and there is no place we can't go.
Well worded. Hey, by the way, could Jimmy Johnson play football back in his day?
Yeah, well, we won a national championship, and we haven't won one since. I think he jinxed us when he left. I'm trying to get him to suit up again.
I know there's a Yale connection, but you wouldn't have any problem saying go Harvard, would you?
Well, I can say we're always for Yale.
Hey, thank you both very much. We appreciate it tremendously. Coming up, the Super Bowl pregame concerts. So stick around as we continue for more, with more here in Jacksonville, Florida.
everybody's getting wireless camera phones. Don't get left behind. Radio Shack makes it easy.
My designer has got to see this.
Get this Samsung A670 camera phone from Verizon Wireless and get up to 3 A650 color screen phones free. Only $49.90 rebate with new 2-year agreement on each.
My insurance agent will never believe this.
Oh, I think he will.
Radio Shack.
The chicken enchilada grilled stuffed burrito. Slow simmered enchilada sauce, all white meat chicken and melted cheese. Smothered on the inside, wrapped up, then grilled to go. For enchilada taste that's delicious inside outside the bun.
I don't know. There's something about it. Windows down, stereo thumping, sunroof open, just you and your boys just cruising. Knocking back some juice boxes, heading to a pizza party. Cruising. That's why I bought a Saturn.
The class-leading 250 horsepower Saturn Vue Redline. Now get a 2005 Saturn Vue Redline with 0% APR financing for 5 years. See your retailer for details.
He's the star of the breakout new series from the producers of ER, Johnny Zero. Meet sexy newcomer Frankie G.
I did a small independent film. It went out to Sundance.
Fans flip for Frankie in the blockbuster hit The Italian Job. Now in his television debut, he plays an ex-con who's turning his life around.
I need your help.
Feel that with Frankie G as Johnny Zero.
This is where it is, man. Flavor, the culture, everything.
At 9/8 Central Friday.
On Fox.
Every day, Progressive does something that's, well, progressive. They have this ticker that shows their car insurance rates and their top competitors. Right now on Progressive.com, you can see actual rates that people are getting. Sometimes Progressive is the lowest. Sometimes they're not. Hey, if they're this helpful when you're shopping for car insurance, imagine how they'll be once you're a customer.
When two great things come together, that's the spot. Introducing the most powerful midsize truck, period. The all-new 265 horsepower Nissan Frontier. Welcome to the sweet spot.
Stop! Hammer time! You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. Yeah, that's how we living, and you know.
Life comes at you fast, and when it does, Nationwide can help. Investments, retirement, insurance.
Nationwide is on your side.
People are watching.
It just seemed a lot cooler than ever.
Broken Lake, just you watch the best.
1, 2, 3, fight! All we gotta do is be backers, then we're gonna be champions. Backers, 1, 2, 3, backers!
As we welcome you back to the Radio Shack pregame show, the theme of Super Bowl 49 is building bridges. What you are about to enjoy is all about building musical bridges between genres, geography, and generations. Folks, the Radio Shack pregame show continues right after this.
There are good ideas. There are great ideas. Then there are ideas that meet a higher standard. And those are the only ideas that make it into our trucks and SUVs. GMC Professional Grade Engineering. It's not more than you need, just more than you're used to.
If your family outings aren't always this fun, come to Radio Shack. Save dollars by mail from HP when you buy a digital camera and HP Photo Smart Printer. We've got just about everything to make any road trip entertaining. Radio Shack.
Hey, man, how's the service with that phone?
Well, it kind of goes in and out. But it's not like I've ever missed anything vital.
Hello? Honey, have you heard about the creepy guy the cops are looking for? They say he's hitchhiking.
Can't hear you. Oh, lost her.
My wife.
Wish you were on a more reliable wireless network? Verizon Wireless has the fewest dropped calls of any national carrier.
Good. Not really much of a talker, are you?
Verizon Wireless, we never stop working for you.
I'm going to pick up a movie from Blockbuster.
Okay, drive safely.
Now Blockbuster is as close as your mailbox. Introducing Blockbuster Online. Choose your movies online, receive and return them by mail. Enjoy unlimited rentals and keep them as long as you want. Plus, get 2 free in-store rentals every month, all for just $14.99. Sign up now for a free 2-week trial at Blockbuster.com.
If your family outings aren't always this fun, come to Radio Shack. Save $50 by mail from HP when you buy a digital camera and HP Smart Printer. We've got just about everything to make any road trip entertaining. Radio Shack.
New hot, fresh toasted subs are here. Like the Chipotle chicken and bacon double cheese melt. Toasted hot inside and out. Subway. Eat fresh.
On an all-new That 70s Show, the home team takes in the big game, making Bob the go-to guy in the clutch. And here's the play.
Oh, jeez.
I got you.
This is awkward.
Game-saving catch or incomplete pass. You make the call. That 70s Show, all new at 8 Central Fox Wednesday.
You can let go now, Bob.
All right, folks, welcome back to Jacksonville as we continue to build towards Super Bowl 39. Without further ado, folks, it is time now to go down on the field and get set for the pregame festivities. Let's join them right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Billboard's Female Country Artist of the Year, Grammy nominee, Gretchen Wilson.
devil deals cards. And if you win, you'll get this shiny fiddle made of gold. But if you devil get your soul. Well, the devil opened up his case and he said, I'll start this show. Fire flew from his fingertips as he rolled up his bow. And he pulled his bow across the strings and it made an evil hiss. And a band of demons joined in and sounded something like this. When the devil finished, Johnny said, you know, you're pretty good, old son. But you pop down in that chair out there. I'm going to show you how this stuff's done. Fire on the mountain, run, boys, run. Devil's in the house of the rising sun. Chicken in the bed, pan, picking out the... Ready as you don't make no sound, no. Head because he knew that he'd been beaten. And when he laid the golden fiddle down on the ground at Johnny's feet, Johnny said, devil, you just come on back if you ever want to try again. I told you once, you son of a gun, I'm the best it's ever been.
Folks, we indeed will be back with live performances from the Black Eyed Peas and Earth, Wind, and Fire. Sound like Donnie Simpson. Pre-game intros and the opening kickoff moments away.
Everybody's getting wireless camera phones. Don't get left behind. Radio Shack makes it easy.
My designer has got to see this.
Now buy this Sprint PCS Vision A680 video phone and get up to 3 VI660 color screen phones free. Just $39.99 with 2-year agreement on each.
My insurance agent will never believe this.
Oh, I think he will.
Radio Shack.
Medical technology is big business, so Janice is scrubbing up to see a new device in action and to examine the company that makes it. Would it make a healthy investment? Numbers aren't enough, neither are company claims. Janice does exploratory surgery on the story behind the stock. Eves to patients. The prognosis looks good for them and Janice investors. Carefully read and consider objectives, fees, charges, and risks before you invest. Call Janice for a prospectus with this information and more.
Later this year, we're launching the first of several satellites that together will deliver over 1,500 high-definition channels across the country. It's part of DirecTV's commitment to the best TV experience. Your TV's ready. Are you?
For 20 years, Anheuser-Busch has sponsored TV ads encouraging adults to drink responsibly. We've also been committed to fighting underage drinking. We've developed programs to help parents talk with their about not drinking. As parents, you have the greatest influence over your teens' decisions. Please join the men and women who brew, sell, and serve America's beers in encouraging teens to make good choices. Together, we can win this fight.
A message from the families of Anheuser-Busch. Responsibility matters.
The Radio Shack Super Bowl pregame show is brought to you by Radio Shack. You've got questions, answers. By Hummer, check out the H2. Hummer like nothing else. And by Anheuser-Busch, who welcomes the U.S. military and their families with complimentary passes to SeaWorld and Busch Gardens.
Ladies and gentlemen, 7-time Grammy nominees, the Black Eyed Peas.
Shake your bum, mama. Come on now, mama. This time beat to make you move. Get on the floor and move your booty, mama. With the blast, blasting up a drummer. With the beat cross on the people breakers. The boom back making the party heavyweights. We breaking it down with the mama. Come on, do it. Come on, do it. With the soul motivator, the mind stimulator. Tools for the DJ, switch a crossfader. So get on the floor and move your body. Yo, are you ready to party? Steady rocking hard and y'all pull the bar and looking hard with our body car. Should be curved, beat from the true, BEP. Beat as we take the lead. So come on, hey mama, that's that beat that makes the move, mama. Get on the floor and move your booty, mama. We don't blast for drama. Take the bump, mama. Come on now, mama. This that beat that make you cool, mama. Get on the floor and move your booty, mama. We don't blast of a double. Hey, everybody get ready for Earth, Wind, and Fire! When you wish upon the star, dreams will take you very far. When you wish upon the dream, life ain't always what it seems, oh yeah. Won't you see your night so clear? Is the sky so very clear? Oh yeah. Shine star. Shine bright to see. True to the beat. Shine star. Shine bright to see. True to the beat. Shine star. To see. Put your light and true to the beat. Shine star. To see. Put your light and true to the beat. Shine star. Come on. Put your light and true to the beat. Shine star. Here we go. Shine. Lovely people. Come on. Hey ho. Hey ho. Yeah. Hey ho. People living like they ain't got no mamas. I think the whole world's addicted to the drama. They attracted to things that'll bring the trauma. Overseas, yeah, they got their football. But we love our American football. The Patriots and the Eagles from the PA. I kind of wish that the Raiders went to LA. But if you only got love for your own race, then you only need space. You discriminate. And you discriminate only generates hate. And when you hate, then you're bound to get irate. Yeah, madness is what you demonstrate. And this is how anger works, not race. Man, you gotta have love and shit straight. Take control of your mind and meditate. Show demonstrate your love. People killing, people dying, children hurt and hitting crying. We do practice for two. We do tummy ecology. Father, help us. It's guidance from above. 'Cause people got me crushed up. Where is the love? Come on. What's the love, y'all? Love.
dedicate this show to the people from the tsunami that suffered. We sending out love. Everybody have a happy football!
You know, the Super Bowl is not only about pregame music, it's also about football and physics. Over the next 3 hours, these players will perform with uncommon speed and force. So right now, before kickoff, we'll leave you with a scientific look at the Super Bowl.
Okay, people are probably wondering, Super Bowl, brainy scientist, what gives? Well, I have two great passions in my life, football and the Newtonian laws of physics. And what we're doing here is combining our thirst for scientific knowledge with our love of football by making improvements to the equipment that will ultimately make the game of football more exciting for the fans. Thirst for knowledge. Now, we're all aware of the strength and power of Donovan McNabb's, assuming an optimal launch angle of 42 degrees. An 80-yard pass corresponds to a launch speed of about 101 feet per second, which is equivalent to what? No idea. A cannon. A small cannon. This cannon. Now, taking Newton's first law into effect, and in an effort to shut down and stop this kinetic surge, we have created these special gloves for the Eagles receiver. Upon contact with the ball, these gloves expand in surface area, thereby creating a cushion on impact. So let's see that pass. Boy, we're this close. Imagine, if you will, being hit by Javon Curse or Jeremiah Trotter. That's like playing dodgeball with a Volkswagen. So what we've done is we've equipped this man's uniform with strategically placed metal plates that he can activate himself so that he can repel the oncoming impact. Let's take a look. Okay, more spacing on the plates, and hold 911. Yeah. So, as you can see, James, we and Sir Isaac Newton are working tirelessly so that the game can live up to the pageantry and the spectacle that is the Super Bowl.
The greatest thrill ride in sports returns. The Daytona 500, February 20th, only on Fox.
Just you watch the best. It's the thrill of the chase. Just you watch the best.
Humankind has always longed for perfect vision. Vision that creates images of clarity and crispness both day and night. Today's active lifestyle calls for an even higher standard of visual freedom. At Access Eye Institute, we take human sight to the next level. We offer advanced custom cornea, a flapless procedure that improves your vision without cutting your cornea, and is safer and more precise than LASIK. Our wavefront treatment corrects subtle imperfections, resulting in better vision. Call today to schedule your free ACC exam and consultation. Access Eye, better vision, no incision.
Introducing the all-new Dodge Dakota. It has a lot more of what you're looking for. Power. The only V8 under 20,000. Size. The biggest overall interior room. Capability. Up to 7,000 pounds of towing capacity. In fact, there's only one thing Dakota doesn't have a lot of. Competition. The all-new Dakota. It's a lot more truck for a whole lot less. Now grab 0 plus. 0% financing plus February bonus cash. Total savings up to $5,100 on Dakota.
Talk to Terry, okay? As you know, I'm about to sign a 5-year extension of my contract, and I couldn't be happier about it.
You just got dropped.
I got dropped by these losers? What, do you think I want to be a weasel? You think I want to be a weasel or a badger, whatever that thing is? You're an idiot. You're an idiot. You, and you, and you. Your whole team is a joke. Coach. What?
I think you just got dropped.
Switch to Alltel and get a wireless network that actually works.
fast forward. The new 6-speed, 298 horsepower G35 from Infinity.
It's the Ford Super Bowl Kickoff Show, brought to you by Ford, built for the road ahead.
Each Super Bowl, the monument on which one athlete carves his name for football eternity. A defining play, a shining moment, forever marking him as elevated from Super Bowl legends who've gone before him. Any play and any player can explode into that moment. When legends who define football immortality weigh that moment and declare, he is one of us.
Welcome back to Jacksonville, Florida. And again, welcome to Super Bowl number 39. The New England Patriots, the Philadelphia Eagles. And now welcome to the broadcast booth, everybody. I'm Joe Buck, along with Troy Aikman and Chris Collinsworth. This week-long party in Jacksonville, Florida will culminate with a football game. It'd be a lot of fun. The Philadelphia Eagles getting their first crack at a Super Bowl since the 1980 season and trying to win their first NFL championship since 1960. On the other side, you've got the New England Patriots trying to win for the third time in the last 4 years. And Chris, it's remarkable in this salary cap era, guys coming and going, that under Bill Belichick, they've been able to accomplish what they have, even to this point.
Regardless of what happens out here today, this will always be remembered as a very special team. But if they win today, they become a dynasty. And they take their place among the very best that have ever played this game. For Bill Belichick, should he win today, he then is compared to Vince Lombardi and Don Shula and Bill Walsh. For young Tom Brady, if he comes away with his third Super Bowl trophy, he is compared to the very best that has ever played the game. And so you're talking about, for the New England Patriots today, their place in history.
Well, and it's for all those reasons that you just mentioned that a lot of people have been overlooking the Philadelphia Eagles, but spending some time with them this week. This is a very confident group. It's a very loose group. So how are they going to win today? Well, clearly on the offensive side of the ball, Donovan McNabb is going to be a key factor in that. And I'm not talking about just throwing the ball. I see him having to run the football more than he has all season. Not because it's what he wants to do, but because it's going to be what he has to do. On the defensive side of the ball, Jim Johnson's defense all season long has held teams to an average of 16 points a game. It's going to take that same kind of performance here today if the Eagles are going to have a chance to win this game in the fourth quarter, because Joe, that if this game turns into a shootout, it's going to favor the New England Patriots. It really should be a fun chess match, though. You've got two great thinkers going at it. Bill Belichick, New England Patriots. Andy Reid, the phenomenal coach of the Philadelphia Eagles. His success unmatched in Eagles franchise history. Right now, let's go down to the field for a very special performance of America the Beautiful.
Ladies and gentlemen, star of the upcoming film Hitch, Will Smith.
Right here in the state of Florida, just down the road from Jacksonville, a great American found his voice. At the Florida School for the Deaf and the Blind, the late Ray Charles learned the piano and the language of Braille, the tools to liberate his astonishing creativity. All his life as a man and an artist, Ray Charles redefined possibility. Today, performing America the Beautiful, a song he forever elevated with his soul. Please welcome, from Ray Charles's alma mater, the Florida School of the Deaf and the Blind, singing and signing with 5-time Grammy Award winner, Alicia Keys.
precious skies for amber waves of grain. Ooh, over purple mountain majesties above the fruited plain. Oh, America, America, God shed His grace on thee. Lord knows that we need it and cry good with brotherhood from sea to shining. Yeah, come on, Ray.
You know, I wish y'all would come along and help me sing this thing. It's all right.
America, America, I love you, America. Where's my God? You don't share no grace on me. God, I love you, He told me what? Oh, with brotherhood. See, to shine and sing. Oh, Lord, I wanna thank you, Lord.
Ladies and gentlemen, the legend of Ray Charles lives on with 2 platinum-selling CDs, the soundtrack to the Oscar-nominated film Ray, and Ray's latest highly acclaimed duets album, Genius Loves Company.
We take a break. Coming up, the Super Bowl teams, the Patriots and the Eagles, take the field right after this.
A fiery horse with the speed of light, a cloud of dust, and a hearty hi-yo silver. The Lone Ranger.
Television.
Honey, now wait a minute. Now wait. I can explain nothing.
It started out simply enough.
Small step for man,
A cathode ray,
one giant leap for mankind.
classic characters,
Guys like us, we...
and a nation transfixed. A box that serves as a portal,
So ends a nation divided.
a window,
As the wall comes down,
and a mirror.
history is made on this.
And as it evolves, we follow its every move, loyal to the end. With top-ranking customer satisfaction, 100% digital quality picture and sound, and a commitment to providing the very best TV experience, it's time. It's time to rethink TV.
Hey, pass the Tostitos.
We should do this more often.
Oh, great, the game's on.
Everyone loves the great crunchy taste of Tostitos scoops. And with the bite-sized bowl shape, you get the perfect dip every time.
How's our defense?
Like you're a lucky man. Swore I wasn't gonna cry.
Toast, share something good.
I'm gonna pick up a movie from Blockbuster.
Okay, drive safely.
Now
Now Blockbuster is as close as your mailbox. Introducing Blockbuster Online. Choose your movies online, receive and return them by mail. Enjoy unlimited rentals and keep them as long as you want. Plus, get 2 free in-store rentals every month, all for just $4.99. Sign up now for a free 2-week trial at Blockbuster.com.
Tomorrow, an all-new 24 that will blow you away.
Fox is so excited about the non-stop season of 24, we're taking our message directly to the people.
6 major cities are threatened with nuclear meltdown, and only Jack Bauer can stop it. So grab an extra pair, because you're gonna need it. An all-new 20 at 9, 8 Central, tomorrow on Fox.
It's the Ford Super Bowl kickoff show on Fox, brought to you by Ford. Are you built Ford tough? By Blockbuster Online. Rent DVDs online and return by mail. It's easy at Blockbuster.com. By Verizon Wireless, we never stop working for you. And by DirecTV. DirecTV is rethinking the way television should be. Welcome back to the Ford Super Bowl kickoff show. Brought to you by Ford. Built for the road ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the stadium video, where Michael Chiklis, Boston native and Emmy-winning star of the FX series The Shield, will introduce you to the AFC champion New England Patriots.
Michael Chiklis here, native son of Massachusetts. And what a great time it is to be a sports fan from Boston. The New England Patriots, a dynasty in the making. Head coach, Bill Belichick. Quarterback, Tom Brady. Running back, Corey Dillon. And a defense that is wicked awesome. Oh, what a time to be a sports fan. So let's get ready for the New England Patriots. The world champs. Go fast!
Proud people who love their teams. And I know we've been knocking at the door for a lot of years, but this year is different because this city craves a championship. This is the year where the Eagles soar to the promised land, the Super Bowl championship. Why do I think that? Just look at this team. Mr. Donovan McNabb at the controls. Brian Westbrook doing it. And what about my man T.O.? And Philly has always been known for its tenacious D, and this team is no different with the freak, Javon Curse, Jeremiah Trotter, and Brian Dawkins bringing the pain. So let's give it up for head coach Andy Reid and the NFC champion, Philadelphia Eagles!
When we come back, a moving tribute to the greatest generation and a military salute to our national anthem as we continue from Jacksonville.
My sister would never say anything like that.
Saying I'm making it up?
I'm not saying that. I'm just... What? over.
No, that would be the worst thing you could do.
I ain't going in there.
The salad bar's better up the road, anyway.
Yeah.
We don't just make our trucks tough. We make you tough.
We were at the other night.
At McDonald's.
It's not every day that you find a French fry that looks exactly like Abraham Lincoln. So, can I see it?
All of a sudden, he's Mr. Big Shot with the French fry.
The fry?
Yeah, the fry. Come on.
Oh, I don't have it with me. Hi.
We saw you on TV. Do you have the fry? Can we go home with you?
We're putting the fry up for auction on the internet. We're gonna let it ride.
Your feet down, honey. Okay.
I'm sorry.
So, did you hear?
Hear what?
Sadie made a break for it.
No way.
She's heading to California.
Hey, Sadie's going to California.
She's going to California.
When did she leave?
2 days ago. Well, she is facing a bit of an end.
Yeah.
Great cheese comes from happy cows. Happy cows come from California. Real California cheese.
Dr. Haas doesn't like dealing with patients.
Is he a good man?
He's a good doctor.
When the case is a mystery that no one else can solve, they call him.
They say you have a gift.
They like to talk.
Admitted 24 hours ago with a suspected drug overdose.
Meet Dr. Greg House.
Looks like this will be fun.
His genius undeniable. His bedside manner unimaginable.
Could you step outside for a moment?
Why?
Because you irritate me.
Critics call House the best hospital show since the debut of ER.
I want to thank you for your patience.
Is she talking to you?
I don't know. She's certainly looking at me.
The new hit show, House, at 9/8 Central, Fox Tuesday.
When the tsunami tragedy struck, people joined together to help. You gave, you volunteered, you cared.
You've always answered the call when your community needs support. The community isn't just a neighborhood, it's people, a nation, a world.
The NFL salutes its fans, its players, its teams, and all those who have donated so generously.
But remember, people in every community still need. Don't sit on the sidelines. Join the team. Make a difference.
You're watching the Ford Super Bowl Kickoff Show, brought to you by Ford, built for the road ahead.
Ladies and gentlemen, the colors of the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, two-time Oscar winner, Michael Douglas.
This year marks the 60th anniversary end of World War II, a war at which nothing less than our destiny as a people was at stake. But in the cause of freedom, a generation of Americans united in sacrifice and fought with honor. And in saving our democracy, ensured our future. Tonight, we honor those to whom we owe so much, the ones we call the greatest generation. With us today, veterans of the famed 101st Airborne, the Screaming Eagles, the band of brothers who on D-Day were the first on the beaches of Normandy. Tuskegee Airmen, the nation's first African-American military pilots. Not just valiant soldiers, but brave and noble pioneers. And with us today, surviving members of the United States Marines, including the 3rd Division, who were among the units who battled so fiercely on Iwo Jima. And that victory so powerfully symbolized by stars and stripes raised on a mountaintop. And a Medal of Honor recipient representing all those who served beyond the call of duty. And the Navy waves, representing thousands of uniformed women who served and died in the fight to keep the world free. And now joining our distinguished veterans, our 2 former commanders-in-chief, the 42nd and 41st Presidents of the United States, William Jefferson Clinton and George Herbert Walker Bush. At this very moment, men and women around the world are protecting our country. In Afghanistan, in Iraq, in Europe, and in Southeast Asia, providing aid to victims of the tsunami. Ladies and gentlemen, we are honored to have our national anthem sung by the combined choirs of the United States Naval Academy, the United States Air Force Academy, the United States Military Academy at West Point, the United States Coast Guard Academy, and accompanied by the United States Army Herald Trumpets.
Triple X got to be more dangerous. More attitude.
More attitude?
Darius Stone no longer exists. Who the hell am I? You're the new Triple X. I want a job.
Can you protect the president?
Only one way to find out.
Triple X, State of the Union.
You sure know how to pick 'em.
Some wireless companies like to pretend they're the best. But there's only one most reliable wireless network in the nation.
Can you hear me now? Good.
Verizon Wireless. We never stop working for you.
I'm going to pick up a movie from Blockbuster.
Okay, drive safely.
Now Blockbuster is as close as your mailbox. Introducing Blockbuster Online. Choose your movies online, receive and return them by mail. Enjoy unlimited rentals and keep them as long as you want. Plus, get 2 free in-store rentals every month, all for just $14.99. Sign up now for a free 2-week trial at Blockbuster.com.
And now, dipping Pizza Hut's new Dippin' Strips Pizza, the Great Gonzo. Nice. Pizza! Wait a second, Piggy. You have to dip it. What? Dip?
Introducing Pizza Hut's Dippin' Strips Pizza. Dipponomically designed strips and 3 delectable dipping sauces. All for just $9.99.
Looks like the pig's hitting us again.
Gather around the good stuff.
The greatest thrill ride in sports returns. The Daytona 500, February 20th, only on Fox.
And I got butterflies in my stomach and it hasn't even started yet.
And I've been waiting all year for this, baby. If I was out there, you know I'd be going off. Hey, it's coming on.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Showtime, baby.
This is American Idol.
He loves the balance. True.
American Idol. It doesn't get any bigger than this. Tuesdays and Wednesdays on Fox.
I sure hope they do Manilow Week again. They've got to.
It's the Ford Super Bowl Kickoff Show, brought to you by the 2005 Ford Mustang Convertible, coming sooner than you think. The Ford Super Bowl Kickoff Show has been brought to you by Ford, built for the road ahead.
A cool evening in Jacksonville, Florida. We're about to find out who's going to start with the football. Let's go down to the field.
Brian Westbrook, Jeremiah Trotter, Brian Dawkins, Ike Reese, and David Akers. Representing the Patriots are captains Tom Brady, Troy Brown, Richard Seymour, Teddy Bruschi, Rodney Harrison, and Larry Izzo. Joining the Eagles and Patriots team captains are Mr. Bill McGregor, 2000 NFL High School Football Coach of the Year, Mrs. Tamaris Jackson, coach of the NFL Junior Player Development Program in New Orleans, and 4 future NFL prospects from Jacksonville's youth football programs. The referee for tonight's game is Terry McCauley.
Okay, congratulations, gentlemen, and welcome to Super Bowl 39. This is the coin today. The party trophy is heads. The Super Bowl logo is tails. Tyler Callahan will toss the coin. The AFC champion, New England Patriots, are the visiting team, and will call the toss. Who will call the toss? Number 37, what is your call? His call is heads. Tyler, flip it high. It is tails. Philadelphia won the toss. You want the ball? Let's go. Turn around, please. Philadelphia won the toss. Will receive.
I can officially promise you the kickoff on the other side of this break. Let's get going. Football coming up. Eagles, Patriots, Super Bowl 39 next.
Hi-yo. Sir, you got a green light, you know.
You just don't introduce a convertible this irresistible in the middle of winter. Coming this spring, the 2005 Mustang convertible.
Fox Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
With the kickoff seconds away, standing by with Troy Brown. Let's go down to Myers.
All right, thanks very much, Joe. With the most veteran Patriot, an intense look this close to kickoff, what's going through your mind?
Just coming out and playing a great game, you know, and we don't want to go out there and turn the ball over and have any mistakes and give them opportunities to put some points on the board. And
you are Mr. Versatility. What concerns you the most about this matchup?
A lot of things. This team is very good across the board, special teams, offense, defense. It's a very good football team, and we just want to execute our game plan and play a good game across the board ourselves and try to match their intensity.
All right, have fun tonight. Thanks, Troy Brown.
Thank you.
All right, he will be catching the ball, playing defense, and also returning punts. Now let's go over on the Eagles sideline and Pam Oliver.
Hey, Chris, Donovan McNabb described the mood back in the locker room as relaxed and loose. He says, we're back there playing Rick James. It's hard to be uptight. As for the possibility of a quarterback first time in the Super Bowl, the game too fast for him, he said he acknowledges that, but he's going to make it a point that when he steps on the field to consciously slow his mind down. A bit to worry about, or it's something to look for the Eagles. Left tackle Trey Thomas, some back spasms last night. He's apparently good to go, but something to watch throughout the game. Back to you, Joe.
All right, Pam, thank you very much. As we showed you earlier, the Eagles won the toss. They received. They start with a football. And that means an early look at Donovan McNabb, that first start at the age of 28 in the Super Bowl. Bill Belichick and that defense. Romeo Crennel, who is headed off to the Cleveland Browns, most likely after this game, as their next head coach. That'll be the matchup to start, and we play for the NFL championship. This is Rod Hood. Rod Hood with a great start for the Eagles as he takes it out across the 35. They will him down just shy of the 40. And Donovan McNabb heads to work. During the regular season, 31 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. The only quarterback in NFL history to throw for more than 30 and throw fewer than 10 interceptions.
And as good as he was during the regular season, Joe, he's been that much better in the playoffs.
Terrell Owens making the start at the bottom of your screen. A blitz from New England to start. Eagles pick it up, and McNabb is flushed. In trouble. Gets rid of it. Incomplete. Terrell Owens, the intended receiver. And the Patriots were all over Donovan McNabb. Colvin was there. Pfeiffer was there. He was getting chased and just able to get rid of it. You look at the offensive lineman for the Philadelphia Eagles, and a lot on the shoulders of Hank Fraley. Pam Oliver telling us about the back spasms that have bothered Trey Thomas. The backs and receivers, Terrell Owens, 6 weeks after surgery to repair that broken right ankle. Starting, and right now in motion. Play action from McNabb, and the pass is complete. to that man, Owens. He gives a shove to Randall Gay and a pickup of 7.
Well, Terrell Owens is certainly getting a warm reception from this crowd, or at least half of it, going in short motion. And just off the bootleg action here, this is what Terrell Owens can do for this team. Just creating some opportunities in open space. And I've got to think, just catching the ball, getting his hands on it, getting hit mildly that first time, all of a sudden you begin to settle down, because remember, he has not played for a long time.
Injured December 19th against Dallas. Had 2 screws and a plate put in that broken right ankle. 6 weeks later, here he is starting. Blitz, McNabb somehow stays on his feet, loses the football. And the Patriots have it. Teddy Bruschi was the first one there. McGinnis knocked it away, and it's an early turnover as the Patriots will take over.
Well, you got to take a look at where the pressure comes from right here. Teddy Bruschi, number 54, he comes inside, and that's because the tackle, John Runyon, blocked out. Jermaine Mayberry blocks down, and it leaves the open void, and Donovan McNabb never sees him coming.
You know, McNabb and the Eagles come out in those spread formations, and every time they've done it thus far, the Patriots have come after them and attacked them with this blitz.
Philadelphia is challenged, but the quarterback's knee was down prior to losing the football.
Andy Reid and the Eagles hoping that that tremendous athletic ability of Donovan McNabb, which somehow allowed him to stay on his feet, that his knee was down before regaining his balance and losing the football. It'll be an interesting look. We'll have the result when we come back.
Are you ready? Go! Are you ready? I can't do this. No! No way! Not even for some Bud Light?
Fresh, smooth, real Bud Light.
See you, dude! Wait!
It's all here.
Your eyes need oxygen. Finally, a breathable soft contact lens that transmits up to 5 times more oxygen than the leading lens. For wider, healthy-looking eyes. New to optics, breathable lenses for the health of your eyes.
Mr. Constantine, I need to see what you see.
You do this, there's no turning back. What's wrong?
I don't know, I just feel it.
In 12 days,
Something's coming.
the battle begins to save our souls.
Heaven and hell are right here. We're stuck in the middle. Welcome to my life.
Constantine, rated R, starts Friday, February 18th.
Well, as we went to commercial break, we gave you that replay with the angle that certainly looked to all of us in the booth that clearly Donovan McNabb's knee was down, and this should be easy to call and reverse the original ruling, which was that McNabb stayed up and then eventually fumbled with New England recovering.
Yeah, and the surprising part about it, I agree, Joe, clearly the knee's on the ground while he still has possession of the ball, and yet the defense right now is out on the field.
Well, I'm not so sure that they've ever shown it here in the stadium.
After review, the quarterback's knee was down at the 36-yard line. Philadelphia retains possession of the ball. It'll be fourth. Philadelphia is not charged with their first timeout. No charged timeout.
Boy, just a fantastic job by Andy Reid and his staff to have seen that quickly, because it looked like everybody on the field had more or less just assumed that, yes, it was a fumble. They pick it up, and a huge start to the game for Andy Reid.
It was a 3rd down and 3 play, so it brings up 4th down and brings Dirk Jen, a second-year punter out of Northern Colorado, out onto the field with Troy Brown, the versatile Troy Brown, waiting deep for New England. Mike Bartram, a former Patriot, the long snapper for the Eagles. And a good punt. Brown from about the 20. Labinjo downfield for Philadelphia, 7-yard return. And here comes Tom Brady, already a 2-time Super Bowl MVP. Out onto the field. And if you ask Corey Dillon about Tom Brady, he says when we get into the huddle, I just look at Tom Brady, we look to our leader, and he tells us how we're supposed to act.
Well, yeah, see, when you're going into a Super Bowl, you're always concerned about how the players are going to react to the emotion and the magnitude of the game. Corey Dillon admits that he gets nervous before each and every ball game, and that Tom Brady has a calming influence on him.
On first down, a blitz. Patriots pick it up, and wide open is Branch. Deion Branch is rest down at the 44-yard line. Trotter was coming on the blitz, and a tremendous pickup by Corey Dillon.
Well, you think about all the things that Corey Dillon can do as a running back, but this time it's blitz pickup. He's a big guy and was able to pick up Trotter and give Tom Brady just enough time. Brady makes a nice little move out of the pocket, and if the Philadelphia Eagles are going to blitz, they have to get there. You can't give Tom Brady that much time.
15-yard completion to Branch, and movement by Matt Light, the left tackle.
False start. Offense, number 72. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Well, you know his name for not a very good reason, but we look at the rest of the offensive line. They consider Matt Light their best offensive lineman. Copen is from Philly. Brandon Gorin, the right tackle. Gorin and Light were dates at Purdue. Tight end is Daniel Graham, and the receivers, Branch, Patton. We'll see a lot of Gibbons and Troy Brown. This is Dillon getting it for the first time, and Dillon picked up 4. Javon Curse on that tackle, and it's Curse who's not headed to the Pro Bowl, but who had a fantastic season, starting at defensive end across from Derek Burgess, who was the NFL Defensive Player of the Week for what he did against the Atlanta Falcons. The linebackers, Trotters, made such a difference in the middle, helping to stop the run for Philadelphia. 3 Pro Bowlers in the secondary for the Eagles. The guy left out that list, Sheldon Brown. Belichick's more impressed with him than Lito Shepherd. Dillon gets it. Maintain his balance, and Dillon gets it to the 45, picked up 2. 3rd long coming up for the Patriots.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised this early in the ball game. Jim Johnson electing to bring some pressure. Had a chance to visit with him a couple of days ago. He said he was reluctant to come after Tom Brady early. He wanted to see first if he could get pressure with his front 4. Already early in this game, we've seen Jim Johnson dial edge.
Well, I think the Patriots were anticipating a blitz to screen the perfect call, but still unable to execute it.
3rd down and 9. Eagles are coming again. Brady with all day down the middle of the field. The pass incomplete with Patton, the intended receiver.
Well, now you're seeing some of the strategy. Tom Brady and the New England Patriots, they know the Eagles are going to blitz. They're going to what they call their molasses count. They're going to go through the snap count twice at the line of scrimmage and try and force the Eagles to show the blitz first, show it early. That time, Tom Brady had a great look at it. They still weren't able to hit him for the big play.
Michael Lewis, Rod Hood were defending for Philadelphia, and Patton has just had to get up and get off the field after that sandwiched hit. 2 return men are back for Philadelphia. As Josh Miller punts it, this one will head out of bounds, and it looks to be a brilliant punt. They're going to mark it at the 7. That's where the Eagles will get it early. Super Bowl 39.
I'm late for this award show. Can I get a ride? Come on, hop in. I tell you, Carson, the excitement here is tremendous.
Look at that. I didn't know P. Diddy drove a Diet Pepsi truck.
Don't scratch it.
All right, this is how I roll.
my new ride.
So much hype. So much pressure. So much for letting it affect you. New LeBron's Lightning Lemonade. Be explosive with Bubblicious.
Nobody understands where I'm coming from. Touch me now, I'm available for movement. Lock my spine, I might as well use it. Once again, I got it going on. Once again, I got it going on.
It's a music player. It's a camera. Introducing M-Rope from Olympus. Let your pictures groove.
Get ready for the AmeriQuest Mortgage Super Bowl 39 halftime show, starring Paul McCartney.
Super Bowl 39 on Fox is brought to you by Bud Light. Enjoy the game today with the fresh, smooth, real taste of Bud Light. It's all here.
Is that real? Well, the New England Patriots and their fans have to hope this isn't a bad omen. It's one of the few mistakes this guy's made in years. He went to the wrong. After leaving the tunnel, he went over to the Eagles sideline, and somebody said, hey, Coach, we're on the other side.
I think Philadelphia would take him, though, don't you?
Anybody would take him. They got a pretty good guy themselves.
Sure do.
Starting from their 7. McNabb hands it to Westbrook, and he is swallowed up. Seymour right in the middle of it, and here's a guy who hasn't played, injuring his knee at the end of December. Richard Seymour, Keith Traylor, who will show you how to move and shake, Ty Warren, and the linebackers. It's a 3-4 defense. Teddy Bruschi is headed to his first Pro Bowl. And the secondary, a couple of young corners. A young safety along with the veteran Rodney Harrison. Harrison playing in his third bowl. Second down and 12 after Westbrook lost 2. Quick throw. Terrell Owens. He has 2 catches already. And so much for him being a decoy as he's run out of bounds by Harrison. Gain of 9.
Well, I don't care if Terrell Owens can barely walk out there. Anytime Donovan McNabb sees him one-on-one against a rookie like Randall Gay, he's just going to raise up and throw the ball. The Patriots came into them. They were telling us they were going to treat Terrell Owens just like any other receiver until he proves otherwise. Well, he's starting to prove otherwise.
Talked to Harrison. He said, we expect Terrell Owens, the all-pro, not Terrell Owens, the hobbler. As they hand on third down to Westbrook, he gets only 1, and it's time for another Philadelphia punt. Mike Vrabel on the stop. One of their leaders, Teddy Bruschi, heads off the field, and it's another stop for the Patriots defense.
Well, I think one of the real keys for Philadelphia offensively is not getting predictable within their play calling. The Pittsburgh Steelers certainly did that in the championship game. Andy trying to mix it up there on third down.
Another good punt from Johnson. And a fair catch called for by Brown. Terrific punt by Dirk Johnson. 52 yards, no return, and the Patriots have the football.
On March 4th, America's toughest Navy SEAL has a new assignment.
Protecting those kids is a matter of national security?
From Walt Disney Pictures.
We're good.
Nothing can prepare you.
Ma'am, I've dealt with... Oh my God!
That's scary.
You bit me.
A mission like this. Vin Diesel.
We're gonna be late.
Not on my watch.
The Pacifier. Rated PG.
FedEx is determined to have the best commercial in the Super Bowl. So we studied recent Super Bowl commercials, and we believe there are 10 items needed to finish on top.
That bear can dance!
Sorry, Mr. Reynolds.
Hey, that bear can talk.
FedEx, the most reliable way to send your package.
I love dudes in the Bandit.
All right, here's one. You're stranded on the island.
Name 3 things that you want with you.
A beautiful woman, an endless supply of Bud Light, and oh yeah, another beautiful woman. You know?
Hey, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
When are you gonna paint the hut?
Not until he builds
he
the
said he was
raft.
gonna build the raft yesterday.
Girl, he
But
said
Mama
that.
told me
Bring
not to
home
get
something
stranded with you.
Oh, I got my fantasies.
Fresh, smooth, real Bud Light.
Now this is what I'm talking about.
It's all here.
As we welcome you back to Jacksonville, you look at Tom Brady. Brady is a guy who has started his postseason career 8-0. That's the best start ever since the guy to my right, Troy Aikman, started 7-0. He is the youngest quarterback to start 3 Super Bowls. And if he should somehow become MVP of this Super Bowl, he would match the great Joe Montana, who is right now the only 3-time Super Bowl MVP winner. It has been a remarkable start for Tom Brady as he hands to Dillon. Dillon runs to his right and picks up 3. Take a look at the road to the Super Bowl for the New England Patriots. 14-2 during the regular season. They beat the Colts 20-3. The first time Indianapolis was held without a touchdown all year. AFC Championship game, they put up all those points on that great Steelers defense. And it was Tom Brady right in the center of it who told Bob Kraft, the owner, during training camp of his rookie year, the best decision this franchise has ever made. That'll cost New England 5.
False start. Offense. Number 76. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
And what we've already seen is by the linebackers getting up in the line of scrimmage for the Philadelphia Eagles, they've had some false starts. Of course, they got Matt Light on the previous series, and this New England offensive line is a little anxious at the line of scrimmage.
Now you're getting back into blitz territory for Jim Johnson. Once you get second or third and long, he starts coming usually.
4 wide receivers for the Patriots. Quick throw. Pass is complete to Branch, and Branch wrapped up immediately by Trotter after picking up 8.
It'll be interesting today. Jeremiah Trotter certainly has made a huge difference defensively against the run for the Philadelphia Eagles since he's come into the lineup at the midway point. This team is averaging giving up 50 fewer yards rushing in these games. But Tom Brady, when you play against him, he has a way of manipulating linebackers with his eyes and with his pump fakes. We'll have to keep an eye on how he does against the pass today.
3rd down and 4. Blitz. Brady fires. Pass complete. Shepard on the stop. Lito Shepard, who is from Jacksonville, Florida, came up, made the hit. A gain of only 2, and a Patriots punt is coming.
And whenever Charlie Weiss, the offensive coordinator for the Patriots, whenever he takes blitz, this is what he'll do. He'll bring the formation down to pack it in order to try to create protection. Now he gets a guy out in the flat, a safe pass. But look at Lito Shepard, the job that he does, driving on the ball to keep them from picking up the first down.
Westbrook and Mahe waiting deep for Philadelphia. Westbrook shows a good burst and gets it out just past the 26. 10-yard return by Brian Westbrook. He'll stay out there and go to work on offense. No score.
3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Introducing the most powerful Volvo ever. The Volvo XC90 V8. The only V8 with the added power of legendary Volvo safety. How powerful is it?
Powerful enough to get you into space.
Win a flight on Virgin Galactic. Enter at boldlygo.com.
Ms. Capelli?
Yes, I'd like to be on a commercial.
We'll be advertising.
GoDaddy.com. Oh my gosh. It's a website where you can register .com names for only $8.95 a year.
And what exactly will you be doing on this commercial?
I could do a routine where I went like this.
Surely by now you must realize that you're upsetting the committee.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset the committee.
Just a turtleneck.
Super Bowl 39 on Fox is brought to you by The Longest Yard, starring Adam Sandler, Chris Rock, and Burt Reynolds, in theaters Memorial Day. By M-Robe from Olympus, let your pictures groove. And by Diet Pepsi, light, crisp, refreshing.
A matchup of two teams that were top 10 defensive units during the regular season. Two teams that gave up some yards but did not give up a lot of points. So far, no score. 7:31 left first quarter. Third possession for Philadelphia. McNabb's going to air it out. Hingston, the intended receiver, and he was underthrown. Let's go down to Pam Oliver.
Hey, Joe, nothing short of a Herculean effort to get T.O.'s ankle ready for the game this week. His personal chiropractor and massage therapist came in from Atlanta to work on him. Also, Owens had a hyperbaric chamber brought in. He spent a great deal of time in it this week, even sleeping in overnight. He believes in its healing effects, Joe, although the Eagles approach it in a more conventional sense. Back to you.
All right, Pam, thanks. I think it was Austin Powers that made that hyperbaric chamber famous. And you see the legs and the running of Terrell Owens. Donovan McNabb said he only sees him limp when he's coming back to the huddle. Westbrook gets it as they drop it off to him. Now misses on a tackle, and Westbrook picks up a first down. Troy Brown had a shot to bring down Westbrook, but whiffed.
Well, the Philadelphia Eagles, they like to run a variety of screens or a variety of ways. Watch Michael Westbrook. He'll come up, act like he's going to help in protection, just turns right back around. Donovan gets the ball right into his hands. Just nice execution there by the Philadelphia Eagles.
And what we're seeing so far out of the Patriots defense, they're bringing both outside linebackers a lot.
Handoff is to Dorsey Levens, who already has a Super Bowl ring. Got that with the Green Bay Packers. He picked up 2.
You know, it's interesting. This is, in my opinion, Troy, one of the better screen teams in the Philadelphia Eagles and one of the better screen defending teams in the New England Patriots. They have so many veteran players at that linebacker position. A lot of you'll see teams trying to sneak somebody out on a screen, and the defensive tackle, who you think is rushing, will just level the guy.
Second down and 9 after Levens got a yard and a half. Westbrook now in the backfield. McNabb rolls, fires out of the reach of L.J. Smith. It wasn't there anyway. But Donovan McNabb a little juiced up on that throw.
Yeah, I think he is, and that's understandable when you get into your first Super Bowl. And like I've talked about a little bit earlier, as far as how you handle the emotional elements of it. And I think that that's why earlier on that third down call, Andy Reid went with the running play rather than trying to force something. But a good job there by Donovan McNabb getting outside the pocket. Nothing there rather than forcing, just unload it.
Third down and 9. Blitz. Eagles pick it up, and the pass is caught by L.J. Smith. And it appears to be enough for an Eagles first down.
Well, L.J. Smith is going to get the credit for the catch, but it's Brian Westbrook, the outstanding running back, who's going to see this blitz coming right up the middle by Teddy Bruschi. He's going to take him, drive him out of the hole, give McNabb room to step up and complete a big pass. And he needed that one, Troy, to get a little rhythm going.
Well, he really did. And you got Roman Pfeiffer there who's on L.J. Smith. And when L.J. Smith is matched up on a linebacker in this game, that's a battle that he has to win, and he was able to win on that one.
What a catch by L.J. Smith, who really concerns Bill Belichick. Westbrook out of the backfield. Vrabel in open space, couldn't bring him down. Eventually a pickup of 3 as Randall Gay makes the stop. Let's talk a little bit about Brian Westbrook. I mean, this is a guy, you can't put him in the category of a Marshall Faulk, but the athletic ability, the speed, you can line him up as a wide receiver. He runs great pass routes. He is really the factor, much more so than Terrell Owens coming into this game.
Well, he really is, because as an offensive coach, you're always looking for those types of players that create matchup problems, and he does that. They like it when he lines up against a defensive back as a wideout, obviously coming out of the backfield. Him, along with L.J. Smith, are the ones that create those problems.
On 2nd down and 7. McNabb with all day slings it too high for L.J. Smith, who was open.
And I don't think that L.J. Smith knew who the heck he was throwing that ball to. There was Smith low and another receiver high, and it went somewhere in between. So for Donovan McNabb, and we've seen this before with him, to be perfectly frank, early in games sometimes when he's getting overly jacked up, he tends to throw high, and I think on that one, LJ thought it was going to somebody else.
And when Donovan McNabb mistakes, it's not because of poor decisions. It's generally because of poorly thrown balls.
3rd down and 7. And whistles prior to the snap.
We'll reset it to 25 seconds.
So with 4:27 left in this first quarter, it's 3rd down and 7. Fresh play clock for Andy Reid and the Eagles.
You were talking about Brian Westbrook, and I agree he's such a big factor. Over the last 3 years, when he touches the ball 10 times or more in a ball game, the Eagles are 22-1. That's remarkable.
A play selection for the Eagles. Belichick will tell you this is a pass-first team. Owens, open space. Harrison chasing and out of bounds inside the 20, and a late flag comes in. A 30-yard catch and run by Terrell Owens, and this penalty is against New England.
After the play, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 59. Half the distance to the goal. Down.
And what we saw there is Freddie Mitchell coming across on the pick, and that's what allowed Terrell Owens to become so wide open. He picked Gay, the corner, who was in coverage on Terrell Owens, and it looked like it was going to be initially a penalty for the pick.
They get Roosevelt Colvin for hitting Runyon. There wasn't a whole lot there, but by throwing his shoulder into Runyon, that brings the ball all the way down to the 8. On the heels of a 30-yard completion, Chris, on 3rd and 7.
And I've got to tell you, that was a major play that the officials missed on that one.
McNabb in trouble. Down he goes. Vrabel, after Colvin got there first, and a loss of 16 yards, taking it all the way back to the 24-yard line.
Well, remember, the one time that we've seen the Philadelphia Eagles look bad offensively this year against the Pittsburgh Steelers and their 34 defense. With this scheme, the 2 outside linebackers are forcing a change in protection. Right now, the Philadelphia Eagles are taking both their tackles and their guards and fanning them to the outside, and that's the reason we're seeing so much blitz up the middle by Bruschi and Johnson and some of those other guys.
2nd down and goal from the 24. Corner of the end zone, a flag is down, and the pass is eventually picked off by Asante Samuel. A flag is on the field as Samuel slides down at the 29. A helmet is off. One of the Eagles is injured.
Illegal contact. Defense. 95. 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
So with the illegal contact called on Roman Pfeiffer, it gives the Eagles the ball back and an automatic first down.
And they got away with one there. Philadelphia did, because Donovan just threw that ball up into the corner of the end zone. Had no chance of completing that pass. The illegal contact, however, will keep the ball in Eagle possession.
It was L.J. Smith who was injured. He's able to get up and walk off the field under his own power. It'll be first down from the 19 when we come back.
Wow, I can't believe Kyle turned down these tickets.
I know, right? Let's hit him up.
Hey, that's your apartment. That's your Bud Light. That's your girlfriend.
Fresh, smooth, real. It's all here.
Yeah, she's sharing all right.
Crew's getting the team together.
Play against who?
The gods.
There goes the neighborhood.
You can do it!
The longest yard.
How about from now on you call a fair game? Sounds good. Well, Willie.
Everywhere Memorial Day.
Not every day that you find a French fry that looks exactly like Abraham Lincoln.
Can I get a couple of those Abraham Lincoln fries? We can give you some fries in the shape of a stick.
We're putting it up for auction on the internet.
We got one.
What?
Oh, it's a live one. He's a Japanese gentleman.
Honest Takamichi.
I have always been fascinated with you, Mr. Lincoln.
Am I gonna miss it? No. I have found a chicken select. Well, I don't even have to tell you who it looks like, do I? Hello, Mr. Benjamin Franklin.
Super Bowl, the real spectacle begins with the first halftime show, Simpson style.
We want you to produce this year's halftime show.
It's the most unpredictable event you could imagine.
Are you there, Bree? I wish I was a screensaver.
The Simpsons halftime show, right after the game on Fox.
3:14 left in this. I guess it's an eventful first quarter. We don't have any score yet, but as we look at that last penalty on Roman Pfeiffer.
Really not much question about it. About 7 yards down the field, and the officials are very strict indeed this season. You cannot hit someone beyond 5 yards. It is a penalty and a huge turnaround in this ball game.
Already 4 penalties called on the Patriots. This is the 10th play of the drive. And on first down from the 19, McNabb goes toward the end zone, and this one is picked off. Intercepted by Rodney Harrison. That's his 3rd interception of this postseason and his 5th overall in the last 5 postseasons, and that one was up for grabs.
But it looks like Rodney Harrison got hurt on this play, and that is the bigger story right now.
Well, watch Rodney Harrison. He's coming over the top the entire way. He's reading Donovan McNabb. He read him on the previous play. He reads him here coming out of the middle of the field, and he makes a big break on the ball for the interception. A couple of poor throws by Donovan McNabb. This interception will stand as the Patriots take over.
Help me! Will somebody please help me? Someone stole my Visa check card.
Lady.
Read my lips. If your Visa check card's lost or stolen, you're not liable for fraudulent charges.
And all that money will be put back in your checking account. Sheesh.
Signing with a Visa check card is super.
There's no need to fear. Underdog.
Never mind.
Hello. Well, how much are they asking?
Well, that's a lot of money for a deck.
Well, I hate to tell you this, but you're getting robbed. Did you hear me? You're getting robbed.
AmeriQuest, an open-minded, equal opportunity lender.
You enjoying your sub?
Oh, yeah, Bob. I love the way you spoil me.
Considering Quizno's new turkey sub with mountains of turkey, lettuce, and tomatoes, all oven toasted to perfection, is just $2.99. Spoiling you has never been easier.
You know, Bobby, you're so good with money, and you're looking very hunky.
Oh, I have been working out.
Come try Quiznos' new oven-roasted turkey sub. It's just $2.99 every day.
Just $2.99 every day.
Quiznos. Toasty.
A look from our pylon cam right down the goal line as Donovan McNabb just threw his first red zone interception all year.
And here's him right here. He's just going to read Donovan McNabb, who never takes his eyes off the left side of the field. And Harrison just reads it right over the top.
Harrison was able to get up and walk off the field under his own power as the Patriots start now from their own 3. Handoff is to Dillon. And Corey Dillon lowers his shoulder and gets it out to the 10. The excitement of Super Bowl continues as one of the biggest names in all of music. Paul McCartney performed some of his greatest hits live during the AmeriQuest Mortgage Super Bowl 39 halftime show. It's coming up at halftime, only on Fox. And there is Paul McCartney. With 2.5 to play in this first quarter, no score, second down and 3. Brady down the middle of the field and incomplete. Gibbons the closest to it. He was overthrown, and then Michael Lewis was closer to it, really, than Gibbons for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Yeah, and coming into this game, Charlie Weiss and this offense really knew that if they're going to be able to create chunks of yards and get points, that they're going to have to take some shots down the field. And on that play, by motioning into an empty set, they forced the Philadelphia Eagles to go to a man-to-man middle safety high and get your shots, but that time Tom Brady just unable to connect.
Kevin Falk now in the backfield on 3rd and 3. And they hand it to Falk. And Falk is brought down at the 10, no, 4th down. Corey Simon making the play for the Eagles.
Well, we've seen very conservative play now on both ends as these two coaches opt not to take chances inside their own 20-yard line. And for the New England Patriots, this is just the way that they play. Under Bill Belichick in championship games and Super Bowls, they've only had 3 giveaways as an offense, and they just simply are not going to beat themselves.
Miller will start from the middle of his end zone. Line drive punt. From the Eagles side of midfield, it's Westbrook getting it to the 45-yard line, a 9-yard return. You have to go back to 1960 to find the last time Eagles won the NFL championship. 21,688,169 fans have attended the Eagles game, 688 games played, 920 players. And the great Harold Carmichael was the Eagles wide receiver from 71 to 83 and played in their last Super Bowl in January of 1981 under Dick Vermeil. A Jacksonville native on the sideline for Philadelphia's McNabb throws. Pinkston. And with Randall Gay covering, a lot of contact, no flag. 2nd and 10.
And that's something that Todd Pinkston actually does pretty well. You know, this is what he does best as a wide receiver, is going vertical and then going up for the ball. But he never really got up. He just mistimed his jump, and Randall Gay's in between it, and actually fortunate that that ball wasn't intercepted.
How good have these two young corners gotten? Asante Samuel and Randall Gay going in for Tyrone Poole and Ty Law midway through the season. Rodney Harrison was telling us when that happened and our 2 stars got injured, I said, we're in big trouble. But these 2 young kids have played fantastic football.
The job they've done in the playoffs against Marvin Harrison and Plexico Burris. Gonna run. And it's Rodney Harrison upending Donovan McNabb, a loss of 1.
That time there, Joe, they had a screen actually called, and what you're going to see is the way that this New England Patriots defense identifies the screen play, and Dorsey Levens just got clocked. I mean, they laid him out. You're going to see he's looking for him there, and then boom, he gets hit by Roman Pfeiffer, and then Donovan McNabb has to go try to make something happen. But Chris, you touched on it just a little bit earlier about how good this New England defense is at identifying the screen.
Third sack for the Patriots. Play clock down to 1. McNabb over the middle. Harrison on the stop. And losing the ball is L.J. Smith. It's recovered by New England. Eugene Wilson comes away with it.
Boy, one thing you have to know as a receiver, once you're making initial contact and guys are no longer trying to tackle you, they're trying to hold you up. They're clearly here trying to hold up L.J. Smith. Now the ball's exposed. Randall Gay comes in and knocks the ball. There comes a point in time in a play, especially pass plays, where you can't gain any more yards. Get on the ground. This is a major shift in field position right now in this ball game.
They'll start at their own 38. Gay was the one that knocked it out, but it was Rodney Harrison that was holding L.J. Smith up. Harrison has had a very good start to Super Bowl 39. Brady fires, and his receiver Gibbons had slipped.
You know, when you talk about the kind of game so far that Rodney Harrison is having, these Eagles knew coming into this game he's a very aggressive player. He likes to read the quarterback, and they really felt that they could take advantage of them because of his aggressiveness with some double moves. So far, Donovan really has been staring a lot of plays down, and Rodney Harrison, being the veteran player he is, has been able to make some jumps on the ball.
Second down and 10. Dillon trying to bounce it outside. He gets the edge. He's hit by Michael Lewis coming up from the safety spot, a gain of 4.
And I really think that this is their best run formation. As you watch the tape on the New England Patriots offense, the one thing that we've seen is that Corey Dillon, and with this football team, has been able to make the edge. In practice, we watched Jim Johnson play after play on defense scream out, set the edge, make Dillon cut back, because when he gets it to the outside, he creates some real trouble for Philadelphia.
It will be the 6th scoreless first quarter in Super Bowl history, and the second straight. Quarter number 2 from Jacksonville, Super Bowl 39 coming up right after this.
In 5 days,
women relate dancing to sex.
No. Will Smith is Can't Stop It. You cannot stop it. The Cure.
Elbows 6 inches from the waist. You see somebody you know, I don't want none of this.
For the common man. I start the fire. I make the pizza.
That's not dancing. That's a cry for help.
Hitch.
Get out.
Rated PG-13.
And we're back to the sport of no pads, no helmets, and no million-dollar commercials. Hartman feeds to Coleman. Coleman links to Rogers.
Oh, a foul!
England scrum down and straight to Rock and Roll Hall of Famer Gladys Knight.
They both had a lot of hits, but what else do they have in common? MBNA, bring you the world's largest selection of affinity credit cards. MBNA, if you're into it, we're into it.
.255 horsepower, wheel drive. A rugged, integrated closed box frame. And it's built by Honda. Introducing the all-new half-ton Ridgeline. Above all, it's a Honda.
Fox tomorrow on 24. The singlest threat in our nation's history.
450,000 deaths in the first 24 hours.
Isn't a single threat at all.
We could have 6 nuclear disasters on our hands.
24, tomorrow at 9, 8 Central on Fox. Viewer discretion advised.